Alright, what's up y'all, LakerFan here. As y'all can see by the title of today's video, we're here to introduce my newest player, the Small Guard Killer. So, what we got right here is a 6'7" metric build. I have stats of a 6'6", but it appears at 6'7". We're going to show how to do that later in today's video. And then we'll have some gameplay showcasing this build against a small guard as well. So I hope y'all enjoy the video. If you do, drop a like, sub if you're new, turn on the noties, all that good stuff. And like always, let's try this one to 1,000 likes. So again, this is gonna be shooting guard. We have this set up in the exact same way that you do the metric 6'9" glitch. Again, I will explain how you get these stats on a 6'7" at the end of the video. Just stay tuned for that. But anyway, as you can see, 6'7", 180 on the weight, 7'4" wingspan with the built body shape. We have 99 driving dunk on this, 89 driving layup. Now, I want to explain, I have very similar stats on my regular 6'6" build. I had pretty much the exact same perimeter defense. I, however, had really bad steal rating. It was like 87. I want it past that 90 threshold for the Hall of Fame interceptor and just to get stunned less on my steal attempts, whether it be off ball or on ball. On top of that too, the glitched out 6'7" metric build right here, aka again the 6'6" stats, we get gold intimidator right on the cusp of it, just like that. So combined with 98 perimeter defense, it's about the best you could possibly contest someone on the perimeter, minus maybe the metric 6'9". The 6'9" metric is kind of nasty. 90 perimeter defense with Hall of Fame intimidator, it really does get kind of nasty, bro. But anyway, as you can see, 6'7" with 88 speed and 86 acceleration. We have 85 vertical on this. It could go to like literally 97, but I just wanted to kind of cut corners around this. I will say though, I do think it's very valuable to have that vertical rating, but I had to cut a couple corners for things like this. So you can see we don't have any three-pointer upgraded on this. I know some people are probably new to the channel. You're probably questioning this decision. You're probably, wondering what the heck I'm even going to do with this build. Well, the answer really sits right here in this category. And again, maybe some people do know what I do a little bit more than others who are maybe newer to the channel, but I do like to slash a lot. And with this, we have 99 driving dunk, Hall of Fame posterizer, still have 89 driving layup as well. We get things like gold fearless finisher, gold acrobat, and then on top of that too, the real key addition to this build versus my regular 6'6" that I have is I actually have close shot upgraded on this build and post control. So the post control is high enough for silver drop stepper and silver back down punisher. And then the close shot is just high enough for gold fast twitch and silver grace under pressure, which in my opinion is going to be very good. If it goes any higher on the close shot, it forces mid range to be upgraded, which we don't want. It's going to just be actual ratings that, I just don't want to have upgraded. And again, this is more so for my integrity. It's cool to have a build like this. I want to be playing different than most people. And with this, it's the meta killer, if you ask me. It's exactly what we're looking for. 45 standing dunk as well. I will let you guys know. I tested this out myself. I made a build, gave it 45 standing dunk beforehand of actually creating this, so I didn't waste my own money on this, and just tried it in the Pro-Am arena, tried to see if I could just even fire off standing dunks. It does it every single time. I've tried it in-game now with this build as I've upgraded it to 45 standing dunk, and it's perfectly good enough to finish off pick and rolls or just any occasional take that you're below the basket without a defender directly on you. Now, if they're directly on you, it's a whole different story, but I've seen some glitchy ones. I'm not gonna lie, I've seen some really glitchy ones. And again, I have gold fast twitch, I have mouse in the house, fearless finisher, grace under pressure. The list goes on and on. The only thing this doesn't have is rise up, and we don't really care about giant slayer that much. This is a 6'7" build. It's not like it's that big a deal. You will see in the gameplay too, me going at some really tall big man's head, and it is pretty crazy the way this build still finishes. But anyway, playmaking wise, this is the one knock on it that I will say though, compared to my regular 6'6". I didn't even know beforehand, to be completely honest with you guys, that this build wasn't going to have any quick chain, like literally any at all. So if you're 6'6" or above, you don't get any quick chain at all, which is really weird to me because my 6'6" actually gets quick chain on gold. So it's just odd to me that it would cut off entirely at that height cap. So like if you're a 6'7" build, I didn't even understand that you guys can even have quick chain in the first place. Now, with that, I will say though, I use signature combo to kind of make up for that. And on top of it too, being a slasher, I kind of just flick one way on my stick and then go. I don't need to combo up. I don't really need to do anything like that. It's pretty basic. Some people literally just sag off on me entirely anyway, to the point where it doesn't even matter. Like I said, I just flick my stick and go. Or then do a behind the back off of that to flip my ball hand if they're overplaying one side really heavy after I do go to one side. Whatever the case may be, I haven't really noticed quick chain at being a complete hindrance to this build in terms of me not having it. So I'm perfectly fine with that. Other than that, you guys can't see we have the gold quick first step, silver unpluckable. Another knock is obviously, yes, hyperdrive goes to silver instead of gold. You're probably asking why did I even make this 6'7" in the first place. Well, like I said, it's a little bit taller. I wanted to have that advantage, and then on top of that too, the gold intimidator. Now, I wanted to also make it a little bit different than my regular 6'6". If you guys want to, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, you could make this exact build at 6'6" if you really care for it, because it is a lot to go through in terms of setting it up for this metric way, but it is kind of cool to just say that you have a 6'7" with 88 speed and like, you know, all this perimeter defense and stuff like that. The rebounding is still good enough. I will say I've been looking at it and I've actually been watching the rebounds. It is perfectly fine with a silver rebound chaser in the Hall of Fame box. I really only run like bronze box anyway, and it's still good enough. Now I want to come back to the finishing category to talk about what I made this build for. Again, this is going to be called the small guard killer, and what I want to talk about is I made my original slasher with no post control and really minimal close shot as well, and all of that resulted in me pretty much having to go for a driving dunk every single time. And if I don't have anything, I'm kind of screwed. I can't go for a drop step, I can't go for any like close shot mashing. As you guys know, if you're a small build, you stand no chance at anybody going for close shots in this game on you, especially if you have no block, no interior defense as well. You're literally just a walking free bucket. So what I realized is, why am I doing that on a build when I'm a pure slasher and then I have no form of finishing other than literally for me to force a driving dunk every single time? And granted, it's what I want to do primarily, but some people will be going for those ball stripper things on me where it's a smaller player, the only chance he has is to go for a steal on me. So this is in a sense protecting me from those smaller guards. And again, these badges all paired with the ratings of the close shot and the post control being on this build, I think it's a very viable threat in terms of drop stepping, back down punisher, grace under pressure, mouse in the house, being on gold because of my driving layup, ironically, and then it's something that I'll be able to take advantage of with just my close shot as well. And then we have things like post spin technician. I'm not going to put this on though. I feel like it's a very viable thing for someone to go for a steal on me, and 68 post control isn't a lot. I want to be able to literally just do drop steps and just mash down low against someone who doesn't really stand a chance at contesting it. So that's really all I wanted with this build, and then to be able to still dunk ridiculously the way that I have been doing on my 99 driving dunk slasher in the first place. And then again, still have fun with the dribbling too. I mean, 83 ball handle and 84 speed with ball can get the job done for sure. Gold handles for days, gold quick first step, silver unpluckable, still very doable. Again, if I'm a slasher and someone's playing way up on me, I'm just getting past them, simple as that. So it really isn't that hard to be able to do stuff like that, and I don't really need the highest ball handle rating to be able to get by with this. So anyway, for the takeover options, we have finishing moves. I think that's a viable threat. Things like team badge boost and team takeover boost, and then I really do think extreme clamps is probably the only other takeover that's worth running. So overall, I don't really care for the glass take. It is an option, but I don't think it's really viable with this build or really needed or necessary, especially considering I'll be playing 2v2, 1v1 a whole lot with this, and then maybe some 3v3, but overall, I don't think glass take is really necessary for threes with this build. I think what you're mostly going to see me using is extreme clamps, maybe one of these two takeover boosts or badge boosts for the playmaking takeovers, and then finishing moves, really. It's simple as that. Alright, so now we got the gameplay. Listen, these are not the highest quality of people. They're like 25, 30 win percent or something like that. So I just don't want you guys freaking out over this and thinking that I really think I'm doing something with this. But I just wanted to showcase what this build is capable of in terms of matching up with smaller guards or even bigs. So you're going to see this big switch on to me later in this game. And it really is cool, bro. It honestly is one of the most satisfying things as a slasher. When these bigs switch on to you and be like, oh, you want to guard me? Alright. Well, let's just go right at him at the hoop. Boom. Green, the driving dunk, the meter size. I really do want to stress this. Like, bro, this is a very difficult thing to do. It's not going to be easy for me or even just the average person in general. You can see that is a very hard meter to hit. Now, I want to explain what I have upgraded right now is 92 driving dunk in gold posterizer. So this is still something that everybody who has that like rating can do. It's nothing crazy. Like, I don't have 99 driving dunk and Hall of Fame posterizer on this build as you're looking at it right here. This isn't like me fully kitted out with my build yet. It's at a 95 overall as I'm playing this. And I saved my driving dunk for last because I figured I could still dunk pretty decently between 92 and 99. I have a video coming on that though eventually, so I won't talk too much on that. But anyway, this right here is what I want to talk about. It's what I'm doing and terrorizing guards on this 2v2 court. It's going to be me doing this every single time. I'm going in and then out. And what this allows me to do is create separation from that guard, gives my big a cue to be able to pass to me and know when it's going to be safe to do so. And then with that, these guys want to make this switch. So they want to put the guard onto J20 and then the big man onto me, but they don't know that in that moment. But you'll see them kind of do that a little bit more like reliably throughout the course of this video. But either way, J20 misses. I steal the box out on the big man, grab the rebound, put it back in. I mean, it really is nice to have the close shot on this build. And once again, the big man is leaning toward the middle to try and switch on to me. So what we're having J20 do is dex toward the wing, and I can pass to him reliably as well. Now, once again, I'm going to pass to him early if I ever feel like it's necessary. Now they're just confused. I mean, like I said, these guys aren't really the best players, but I just wanted to get you guys some quick gameplay to be able to showcase to you. But either way, it is very smooth and nice how I can play with this. I have a lot of fun doing stuff like this too, man. I mean, at the end of the day, this is what this 2K stuff's all about. I mean, I could sit here and be on a meta build, come out here on like a 6'5" that can dunk, can shoot, can drive, can dribble, can defend, and everything like that. Play the exact same way I'm doing, and probably do it a whole lot more manageably. Because once again, I don't need 99 driving dunk and Hall of Fame posterizer. I can get the job done with 92 and gold posterizer, and then boom, with all those sacrifices that you make on the build, you could probably have shooting on it very easily. But this is what I'm talking about, man. This is what I enjoy doing. This is what I have fun doing. Now, you will see, though, they are coming out here getting some decent blocks on me on the big man. This wasn't even timed perfectly at the end of the day, but the big man still blocked me regardless, so it probably wouldn't even mattered. This one right here, you're going to see I dot J20 on the wing again. He's a little bit deep, however. But either way, even if the guard tries to avoid guarding me, like by this point, if he sees I have the ball in my hand, as soon as he's running to this right wing, I'm watching the center. And likely, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. If I'm sprinting directly toward the hoop and this guy's not in my way, I can literally just run directly toward the hoop. And then with that, I'm putting the pressure on the big man. He has to chase me super hard. And with that, when I do go to the paint and he does chase me super hard, I'm watching this guard now. And then boom, all I got to do is just watch him and I can pass out of this wing. Now, J20, obviously, like I said, was a little bit deep right there. It's probably out of his shooting range. Overall, I got to say, you do want a shooting big with this build, though. It's going to be so pivotal, bro. You do not want to line up at the 2 with this build. You're going to be matched up on dudes like this the entire time. These giant dudes who are just going to be blocking or making you miss like everything. That one right there, though, I easily could have made. I just didn't time it good enough. It is what it is. But again, you don't want to line up at the 2 with this on 2v2. It's not going to be convenient. It's definitely not conventional. I do have some gameplay of 3v3 with this. If you guys want to see it, let me know. What I wanted to get at with this build is some fun, entertaining stuff that I can go ahead and do on a daily basis. And right here, you're going to see, I just give him the free switch. That one right there, there's not a whole lot to do. So we just go straight in at the big man's head again. Boom, tiny meter, and we still make it once again. But to kind of backtrack and explain again what I want to look at for this build and just the outlook on the channel. I want something that's fun to play with. I can sit here on the 3s, 2s, whatever I want to do with, and play the 2, the 3, whatever the case may be. On 2v2, I want to play the 1 and just come out here and ISO, have fun, play as a team and just play team ball. Never have the ball in like some tiny point guard's hands or anything like that when it comes to 3s. I'm trying to play with like 6, 5s and up when it comes to 3s and be a secondary ball handler. Just take the ball when I have a weak matchup on me. Just dunk, go crazy, dot people in the corners when they drop off, play good defense as a team. I want to just play as a unit and just not have the ball in someone's hands 98% of the time. I want to actually be able to just like move around and play as a team and kind of relate to you guys in a sense a little bit more and play with guys that aren't Shots or Kitchen or whatever the case may be. Anyway, as I wrap up this video, I just want to showcase to you guys kind of what I'm talking about, give you a little sample. So I'm playing with my boy J20 that I was just on there with, and now I'm playing with Never Say Die as the point guard. These are guys that I played with all the way back in 2K17, 18, 19, all types of stuff like that. It's really a kind of tragedy though that, you know, as soon as I blew up on 2K20, I stopped playing with these guys a little bit as well. I was over here playing with like Shots, Kitchen, all types of stuff like that. We're out here just having fun, playing the way that we used to. It's such freelance ball. It's literally everybody can do something at, you know, and we're over here just playing good defense as a unit, playing as a team, and obviously, again, not the highest competition level, but this is what I'm looking for, man. I want to be able to have fun when we're playing, like, no offense, but garbage people. I want to be able to have fun, do fun things, do entertaining things, instead of sitting here and holding my B button the entire game, playing for my point guards and letting them just score 22 points all game. You guys get what I'm saying. So anyway, that's all for the video. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new, turn on them noties, all that good stuff. And like always, try to 1,000 likes. And again, let me know if you guys want to see more of this, or you can let me know if you absolutely do not want to see any of this as well. I'm going to take all types of people's like feedback into consideration when it comes to that. So if the general consensus between you guys doesn't want to see me playing, you know, kind of the bot ball where it's going to be me coming out here isoing as a slasher, albeit, and just doing stuff like this, and it's still greening. I mean, it's still comp, it's still pretty fire. I'm gonna be real with you. There's not a lot of people in the game that do stuff like this. I'm gonna be real with you, but overall, I just wanted to pretty much say, I want to play like this, and I want to see what you guys think of it. So if you want to see more of this, just feel free to let me know. I just want to hear it in the comments. If you made it to the end of the video, put / in the comments to show your support to made it all the way through, or put 6-7. Also, I almost forgot that I was going to explain how to make the build. I'll just go ahead and do this pretty quickly, like as fast as I can possibly do it with no cuts. So we do this a lot. If I wanted to, I could just send you a link on my channel and just go ahead and show you the video that explained this, but I'm just going to do it in this one. Again, I appreciate you guys watching. If you made it to the end, if you have no interest in this, feel free to just click off right here. But anyway, for those who are wondering how to make this the metric build as a shooting guard and still make it 6'7" with 6'6" stats, I'm going to go ahead and just take you guys on the journey and just explain to you how to do this. So you're gonna have to do this first, all right? I need you guys to follow with me because I see so many people always just be so like confused by this process right here. So you have to do this first. You have to make a shooting guard, 6'3", 220 on the weight, 7-foot wingspan, and burly body shape. Now, Once you do that, you can just click it in. You're gonna just literally upgrade whatever you want. It doesn't matter at all. You're just gonna do it whatever gets the job done fastest, and it doesn't matter. So now once you have that, you're gonna go ahead and just confirm it. You're gonna pick whatever takeovers you want. Again, it doesn't matter. We are just locking in a 6'3", 220, 7-foot wingspan, and burly shooting guard. It's as simple as that. And all we have to do is just go out to the edit build real quick, press A on that. You're gonna back out now, all the way back to the menu. Now you're gonna see we have that 6'3" shooting guard right here. All you have to do is just remember which slot it was in when you go back to this metric system. So we're going to features, go to settings, scroll down all the way to the point where it has the units of measurement. You're going to change it from the imperial system to the metric system. That's literally all you have to do. And then boom, we're going to go ahead and just go back into this, create the build. You can see I have like literally freaking 8 of them. All right, so listen, bro, this is where this part comes some BS. So it's even more complicated than what the old 6'9" method is, but it takes the exact same step that you need to do for the 6'9". So what you want to do is, now that you're in metric, you want to come to that exact same build that we had. It's listed at 1.91. That's the 6'3" that you just made. Now with this, you're going to upgrade your height to 2.05. And what this is going to do, I'll just give you guys a nice little look at this. What it ends up doing is it gives you this glitched out build right here. And this is the glitch 6'9" metric build. So if you're ever wondering how to do that, that is how you get these stats right here. It's freakish, bro. It's really, really crazy. Now, here's the thing. This is where things come super complicated, all right? You have to just do the same thing all over again, upgrade whatever you want, and you're just going to edit the build. Now, with this one, we have to come back to the imperial system. I understand this is going to be a little bit complicated for you guys. It's really pretty basic if you understand it, to be completely honest with you, but anyway, I just want to back out of this real quick to be able to explain what we just did pretty precisely. So anyway, we now edit the build and we just back out. So what you just did is you created the 6'9" glitched out metric build. Now I have another save file way over here of it. It's the 2.05 92 kg. This one right here is minimum weight, so it has 85. But anyway, once you have made this 2.05, all you have to do is just you have to come back out to the menu again, and now you change your stuff back to the imperial system instead of metric. Again, I know this is mad complicated. It is what it is, bro. I'm just showcasing how to do it. You'll understand the steps if you like rewatch it a couple of times, something like that. Or maybe if you just understand how it's going, then boom, you'll get it on the first try. But anyway, matter of fact, let me come back out just to explain what I'm doing here. So we're going to the 6'9" shooting guard right here that we just edited, and it's the 2.05 meters thing that we just edited again, just to explain that. So now you're going to edit this again. So what you're going to do is you're going to just go ahead and keep it as a shooting guard. You're going to move it down from 6'9" to 6'7". Now here you go. It's exactly what you're looking for. Boom. Everything that you want. It's an 81 block rating. It's everything that, you know, comes specifically with it, and it's listed at 6'7" instead of 6'6" with the 6'6" stats. So for those who have watched all the videos of mine, aka the like 10 videos that we've already done explaining how to do that glitched out 6'9" metric build, all you have to do is do all the steps that you do of that, and then boom, you come back to the imperial, aka the 6'7", 6'8" heights that are listed, and you just move it down from that listed 6'9" that it's called down to the 6'7". You can't do it in metric. It doesn't let you do it. I just wanted to explain to you guys that's how it works. And again, if you have any questions, confusion, just leave them in the comments, ask me what's going on with that, or you can just go ahead and watch the video over again and just repeat the steps that I just did. You could literally copy the steps, and it's as simple as that. It's no confusion to it other than that. But anyway, that's all for the video. Hope y'all enjoyed. If you made it to the real end, put metric in the comments to show your support that you made it all the way through this point. I'd be surprised if everybody stayed to the end of the video, other than people who are interested in seeing how to do this right here. But anyway, other than that, I hope y'all enjoyed. Take it easy, man. Peace.